Okay, so on the one hand, you're sending these video footages of these babies being beheaded, of these children being massacred, this man-made famine. We continue to see aid being blocked as well. Then on the other side, you're being given these talking points to be able to share as the Arabic language spokesperson. Tell me, what were the talking points? What was it about them that you felt were so despicable that you could not continue to share them?
Sure. So to be clear, as spokespeople, we here in the region, we're foreign language spokespeople. So whenever there's a crisis or anything for that matter, we wait for Washington to get ahead of the story. We wait for Washington to give us our talking points, and then we come out overseas and we amplify. But when it comes to this particular crisis, the situation never really calmed down for us to begin to amplify. And when we did get our talking points, they were very, very heavily focused on Israel has a right to defend itself. Of course, Israel has a right to defend itself against terrorist attacks that occurred on October 7th, and that was horrific, and we all expected them to defend themselves. However, the talking points that I was expected to deliver to this part of the world really failed to acknowledge the plight of the Palestinians. You cannot speak about one people without speaking about the suffering of another people. And I made that abundantly clear from the very beginning. I had intense pushback to Washington, and I actually refused to do interviews on Gaza. Before October 7th, I had done over 100 interviews on any given topic: Sudan, the Russia-Ukraine war, the earthquake in Syria and Turkey. And I was proud and honored to represent my government in this part of the world as the face of the US government in this part of the world. But I could not in good conscience go out and promote these talking points, which were neglecting an entire population and were also quite repetitive and ineffective. There's only so many times you can say you are concerned about the loss of civilian life. There's only so many times you can ignore who is actually the perpetrator. We would fail to hold Israel to account in our talking points. And again, my major issue was that these talking points were hurting the United States. They were causing a backlash. And as an American diplomat, my job was to help my country, not hurt it. And I was documenting this backlash and growing anti-American sentiment.